want more of in your life? More time, more friendships, more family connections. When we launched season 12, we announced our theme would be more, and the goal is to help you get more out of your life. Jessica Everett chimed in saying she wants more fun with her kids as a work-from-home mom. She says it's easy to get caught up in the workload and household duties, and she wants to take a break more often to enjoy her kids while they are little. And Lindsay Fikatoa commented, I want more one-on-one time with my children. Well, today we are sharing a fun way to spend time with your daughters that won't cost much, and you don't even have to leave home to do it. Studio 5 Trend Tracker Mindy Dunyon has narrowed down 5 of the best shows to binge watch on Netflix with your daughters. So permission granted?
Yes, yes. It's absolutely the best time to binge watch, and you're not going to feel guilty at all because you're doing it with your kid.
Because binging is bonding.
It is.
This particular situation.
And honestly, sometimes I watch all my kids on their own devices, watching their own shows, and I think it's not the TV that bothers me, it's being alone and kind of just on your own, up in your bedroom. So doing this together, it creates conversations, and you really look forward to doing it when you do have time.
Mindy's been looking forward to this research in her Snuggie, right?
It's been tough.
Curled up on the couch.
I've watched a lot of TV.
We're gonna jump in. This first one, we'll watch a clip and talk on the other side.
Okay.
It's called Anne with an E. Here we go.
Am I talking too much? People are always telling me that I do, and it seems to cause no end of aggravation. Would you rather I didn't talk? If you say so, I'll stop. I can stop when I make up my mind to it, although it's difficult.
I don't mind.
I'm so glad. I know that you and I are going to get along together just fine.
Oh, I love it already.
Okay, so this is kind of an adaptation of Anne of Green Gables. So it's this cute girl, she's an orphan, and she's adopted by these kind of older siblings, and she goes to live at Green Gables. But even though it's kind of a time period piece, it's so good, and she's dealing with things that our daughters are dealing with, like fitting in and being bullied and being the new girl. And they do such a good job at pulling you into those characters that both moms and daughters want to watch this.
And what a great character to expose your daughter to. I'm starting to get to that point where you're thinking more thoughtfully about, you know, the personalities and the people you're introducing into their little lives, and what a strong character to introduce them to.
Absolutely.
All right, your next recommendation is called The Great British Baking Show. Here's a clip.
Bring out the dancing girls and the orange segments. What do you mean there've been budget cuts?
Chetna has moved on to her filling.
I think that for a good lemon curd, you just need to keep stirring the whole time.
Just pouring honeycomb over my toasted lavender and toasted hazelnuts.
Right, this is your chocolate mousse. This is a chocolate mousse. It's all right? Good?
That mousse is mine. That mousse is mine. I can't believe you've given that to her.
Okay, what is this?
Okay, so this is the Great British Baking Show, and it's hilarious. So those are the hosts, Sue and Mel, and then there's like some celebrity judges. So they have Mary Berry and Paul Hollywood. Everyone loves them. And they have all these contestants, and each show they do 3 challenges, and then there's one like star baker named at the end of each episode, and someone is let go. And so they kind of go through this 10 episode season to see who's the star baker at the end. But it's not your typical like cooking show. It's just really kind of off the wall and funny, and little girls even love it. Like my daughter's 10 and she loves it. She thinks this is hilarious.
You say it's funny, so the humor appeals to even younger minds?
Yes, absolutely, because they're just like the hosts, their personalities are super weird. They're a little crazy, but you just love it. And they end up baking like, you know, these elaborate things each time, and things go wrong and people fail, and it's really fun.
I'm catching the vibe that in this case, weird is a compliment.
Yes,
the hosts
absolutely.
are super weird.
They're
them.
quirky. Maybe I should say quirky.
Quirky. All right, next mother-daughter binge show that you recommend is Riverdale.
Okay, so Riverdale, if you have a teenage daughter, likely she's watching Riverdale. This is kind of new to Netflix. It's a CW series, and it starts off with the star quarterback and like popular kid at the school. He's murdered, and so throughout the show you're kind of following all of the characters and their high school drama, but they're also kind of in this murder mystery trying to figure out what happens.
Okay.
So I love this. I mean, it's totally like soap opera. I kind of feel like it's 90210 meets murder mystery. So I would say you want your daughters to be older. In fact, my oldest is 14, and I don't let her watch this. I think you should be more like 16.
Okay.
But I'm kind of embarrassed to say like this one is the one that's pulling me in at night after I put my kids to bed. But if I had a 16-year-old, I would be watching this with her because it's nice to see and know what they're actually watching.
Well, one of the actors, Mark Consuelos, is married to Kelly Ripa, and she was joking on the air that, you know, their kids think their parents are, of course, like any other teenager, right? Ridiculous, stupid, talk to the hand. But now that their dad is starring in this hit show, he's cool. Like all of the, you know, their kids and all of their friends are watching this show.
Yeah,
so
it really is. It's the biggest thing for teenagers right now. They're all talking about it.
All right, next, the unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Let's watch a clip.
Got a job.
You'll need to be here by 6 every morning to get Buckley up for school. Then get me up by 10, but don't wake me up. You want a water? No.
I've heard so much about this. It's on my must-watch list.
Okay, this one is another really funny one, but it's so appropriate. Like, there's nothing bad in there. So I would say 14 and older can watch this.
Okay.
This is like Kimmy Schmidt. She was in this underground bunker for 15 years with other women. They're rescued, and she wants to go to New York to live a normal life. And she's just really naive. She lives with this funny roommate named Titus, and she's a nanny for this like billionaire woman. And the things that she experiences and they do together, it's hilarious. Like, it pulls you in just for the fun factor.
There you go, mother-daughter Netflix shows to absolutely watch. We don't have time to talk about it, but Weird Wonders of the World made your list as well.
One.
It's a good one. Well, we'll post the complete list on our website if you want to check it out. And cuddle up with your daughter and bond while you binge. I like that phrase. Bond
good
while you binge.